Okay, so today is a very, very special day. So for those who don't know, I've had a lifetime goal. If you watch any of my podcasts, watch any of my videos, and somebody asked me what's the end goal? $100 million by 25 years old. Always been saying this since I was 17 years old. Literally, it has been one of my biggest dreams to make $100 million by 25. Now, the thing about it is, when you start making $1 million plus a month, it becomes a lot bigger than the money. It becomes a lot more about who you impact, who you're able to help. The mission just comes a lot bigger and it becomes a lot different. But I still never really lost sight of that goal, which was, listen, I want to make $100 million before 25 years old. Now, about 2 weeks ago, not even 2 weeks ago, about 3 weeks ago was my birthday, and I just turned 24 years old. I'm not gonna lie, at that point of time, I was very, very close. I was at $7 million a month. But the thing is that the type of business that I run, it's very, very easy for you to literally jump from $7 million a month all the way up to $10 million a month in literally a month by the different types of strategies that you're able to learn, adapt, and, implement. So I, went on this vacation. If you didn't watch the video, go watch the Bahamas video that I went on with my brother. But I went on this vacation, kind of like a vacation with my brother, and I still couldn't get over the fact that I am that much closer to having to reach my goal. 24 years old, and I have to reach this goal by 25. And in order to make $100 million, what I always said is that I gotta be at $10 million a month, right? That's the end goal. $10 million a month really is 8 million and some change, close to $9 million a month, but $10 million a month was my real goal that I needed to hit. And on this day, on June 23rd, we are finally at $10 million in the past 28 days. For the refresh guys that always need a refresh, here's the refresh. Boom. $10.3 million in the past 28 days. I think my brother's actually here right now. Let's go ahead and let him in. He's gonna go crazy when you hear that. Say, yo,
what's up, bro?
Yo, it finally happened, bro. Whatever. 10 million a month, bro. 10 M's? Yeah, bro. There now, man. Yeah. Mind you, this is my blood brother. I'm sleeping on the floors. He's driving Lambos, living 2 minutes away from each other. He has his mansion literally 2 minutes away. Takes a quick jog out here. Long way, man, long way. Hey, man, what you up to?
Nah, bro, I was in the neighborhood, bro, yeah. Swinging by, might as well stop by.
Yeah.
Close another deal, bro. Had to come in with the cash, bro. Came to drop it up.
Close another one?
Another one, bro. Rodeo deal?
It went through.
Get that.
That's crazy. Rodeo went through?
Rodeo. I got a wire in to the bank this morning. So I stopped by the bank. They sent it through. Yes, I met up with Pablo. Pablo locked it in. Once Pablo was gone, then it's her.
That is insane.
Yeah. Celebrations, bro. What's the move?
What you on, man? Just back to work, bro. Yeah, back to work. Yeah, I got some stuff. I got some calls, some meetings. Same old same. Yeah, same old. Yeah, same old same. And I was just literally just thinking about back in the day, bro. Man, the power of two is insane. Power of two, mind you, this guy is a decade millionaire. You know what I mean? It's my blood brother too. Not fake stuff like blood brother. When you see two people who both became successful doing the same thing, there's a proof of concept behind it. Yeah, 100%. I follow proof of concept. I don't already follow what people have to say or what this, that, and the third. But if I can see it and I'm like, okay, well, it happened for him. Wait, hold on, it happened for him too? Yeah. Okay, there's got to be some proof of concept that, all right, this works.
And that was one thing that we did that everyone else wasn't doing, is we put our heads together instead of trying to work against each other and compete. How can we get this together? We're going to go 10 times faster together.
Yeah.
And then everyone else wondering okay, you did well. Congratulations. You got a mile ahead of everyone else. But we were working together.
Yeah.
We didn't just go double because we were working together. We went 10 times.
Yeah.
Because we had two of us.
Yeah.
So it's not just double the force. We're putting our minds together. We got 10 times the amount of force as one person because we put our minds together. So that's what people didn't realize. They were trying to work against each other and compete. And how do I do better than this guy? How about you get together and figure out how you can do it together?
Now, I need you guys to understand something, that on this journey to $10 million a month, first of all, it wasn't easy. There was a lot of different obstacles that I had to face in order to reach this goal. And one of the massive obstacles was literally being bottlenecked at about $1 million a month. And I know a lot of people may say, well, Sean, how can you be bottlenecked at $1 million a month? But the thing is that one thing that I've always said and one thing that I've always stuck true to is that it doesn't matter if you're making $10,000 a month, if you're making $100,000 a month. The same thing that gets you to $10,000 a month is not going to be the same thing that gets you to $100,000 a month. And the same thing that got you to $100,000 a month most likely isn't going to be the same thing that gets you to $1 million a month. So being bottlenecked at $1 million a month is very, very hard to break through to $10 million plus per month, because you have to learn and adapt and adopt things that are completely different. Like for what I do, I own TikTok shops, right? What I realized that I had to do is I had to pay affiliates more, right? So I had to pay more money in order to make more money. So I had to start setting up affiliates on higher retainers and start paying for higher quality stuff, right? I realized that if I'm going to be doing this and I want to be the best player in the game and I want to be the most dominant figure in the space, I'm going to have to start acting like that, and I'm going to have to start paying like that. So what I started doing is I started getting creators and I started putting them on much higher retainers. So I started paying affiliates sometimes $1,000 for a video. I started doing boosted commissions. I started doing 30% commissions. I started doing 40%. For one of our products, I started doing 60% commissions. That way, my affiliates can be loyal and they're making more money. This way, I get to, number one, pursue my mission, which is help people. That's the reason why I'm placed on this earth. God placed me on this earth to genuinely help people, because the more people I help, the more people I can bring to the kingdom of God. So I can help people that way. I'm paying people more. I'm helping them improve my skill set along with growing my company. This is how you're able to do something that helps people and also you make money too. Not everything has to be one-sided where this person wins or this person wins. You can do something where both people win, and that's what I wanted to do. That's what I wanted to create. I wanted to create something where everybody has a chance to win, and that's the reason why some of my affiliates, my highest affiliate last month made $210,000. I know it sounds crazy. It's more than what doctors make in an entire year. She made it in a month. Why? Because I have figured out the more people you are able to pay, the more people you are able to serve, the more they will serve you, and the higher your company will grow. So on this journey from $1 million a month to $10 million a month, I had to have a realization with myself and say, hey, look, if I want to grow and I want to make more money, I'm going to have to pay more. So I set up an allocation of $1 million a month to pay to creators. And this was my allocation. Imagine spending $12 million every single month just to creators. I bet it all on the creators. If the creators fail, the company fails. So I put it all on the creators. When I put other people first, that's when I started to win. And that's a big learning lesson for a lot of people. When you put others first, you realize that people will serve you more. People will be more loyal to you. It's the art of reciprocity, acting kindness first, and people will feel obligated to acting kindness back. So what I started doing is I set up an allocation of $1 million per month in retainers to creators to put out these videos and these UGC creative contents. Now, what I showed you of $10 million in a single month is only from one of my platforms. That is just TikTok shop. That's not going into my Shopify shops, my Amazon storefronts, everything else that I do. That is just one source of income. So will I hit $100 million in the next 12 months? I pray to God I do. But what I'm saying here, guys, you have to start learning. You have to start thinking out of the box. If you are working in a 9-to-5 right now, you have to start thinking, well, this hasn't gotten me to where I want to go. I'm still stuck at the same wage over the past couple of years. How do I get to that next step? How do I get to that next level? How do I finally break through? For you, it might just be reaching out to somebody. For you, it might just be getting on a phone call with me or my team and seeing exactly how we can help you. For you, it might just be hopping onto one of my free live events and seeing exactly how you can get started. I have free live events that literally break this down step by step, but so many people are caught in the mentality and the mindset that this won't work because they've been indoctrinated into the thought process of go to college, get a job. And that's up to you if you want to continue to think like that. But if you want to become rich and successful, you have to realize how rich and successful people think. People like me and other people are willing to literally bet $1 million a month just for the slightest opportunity to win, but you won't attend a free life class to see if that thing can actually change your life. And that is the difference between people who will become successful and people who will stay the same for the rest of their life. Because although right now I'm on track to hit $100 million a year, I'm still not gonna stop, because the goal wasn't 100 million. The goal was to do what I love every single day and help people. So if I'm able to make money and do what I love and help people, that is a win-win-win situation. And majority of the time when people see me, I'm always smiling, because what I do, I genuinely love. And I think that's the most important part of all of this. Finding things that you can do that you genuinely love. That's what it's all about. If right now you are stuck in a 9-to-5 that you genuinely hate, you have to start looking outside into ulterior things. And maybe it isn't, getting into TikTok affiliate. Maybe it isn't being a ghost creator, but it has to be something, some way, somehow you have to find your path, because everybody has a path, but 99% of people die without finding their path. And I feel like that right there, that's the scariest thing in the world. That's the scariest thing, scarier than death itself, going on every single day on another person's path, neglecting your own. And the moment I started to focus on my path, and I started to focus on where I wanted to go, and I started to focus on the end things that I wanted to achieve, I realized that these things right here serve me literally 10 times better than building somebody else's empire. Because at the end of the day, man, you can go forever building somebody else's empire and neglecting your own, but you cannot complain why you are not successful. You cannot complain why your kids are going to be struggling. You cannot complain why you have to work every single day. You cannot complain why you have to pay these bills. You cannot complain why the earth is unfair to you, because it is your decision to make. You are in 100% definite control of your future. And the moment you can start to take advantage of your future and of these opportunities that are presented towards you, that's when you can actually see what this life is truly made of. That's when you can start traveling the world. Some people haven't traveled the world. You haven't even seen, the outside things. You haven't experienced life itself. And I feel like that is one of the saddest things, to go through life without having to experience the most beautiful parts of it. One thing that I've realized is that it's better to try everything in this world than to try nothing at all. Because trying everything in this world will leave you with undoubtedly zero regret. And 72% of people on their deathbed, when you ask them what is their biggest regret, is them not pursuing what they knew they could do. Is them not pursuing what they knew they could accomplish. So if you don't get anything from this video right now, get that you have to do something. You have to make a choice. You have to make a decision. And I'm not here to make that decision for you, but I'm here to help you make a decision. Over these 5 years, I've given nothing but free information. I've given nothing but free opportunity. And that's exactly what I want to do for you. I'm having a free live training, and I'm pretty much going to be breaking down exactly how you can get into the spot and how you can get started. Partnering up with people like me who pay out over $1 million a month, and you can start making maybe even $200,000 a month. I know it sounds crazy. It sounds foreign. It doesn't make sense, and it's not supposed to until you get started. That's the thing. Before I ever got started, nothing made sense to me. You're telling me I can make this, doesn't make sense. You're telling me doesn't make sense. I never heard it. It was foreign to me. It was like somebody who was speaking a foreign language. I couldn't understand it. But when I finally got started, I was like, okay, I get it now. I see why this person was trying to egg me on to do this so much, because it is a massive opportunity. But here's the thing. Opportunities are only for a moment. The other opportunities are created by capital. You may only get one opportunity in this life. And if you miss that opportunity, you may not have another one. But some people have one opportunity, they take that opportunity, and the next one is driven by capital. Everybody has one opportunity in this life. And maybe for you, this is that one opportunity for you to actually try something that could 100% change your life. If you pay attention right here, you can see that over $8 million of the $10 million in GMV was generated by affiliates. When I started to go all in on affiliates, you can see that the affiliates started to serve me also. So when I started to pay more, and I started to pay people who don't even show their face, doesn't matter about how many followers you have, these are what we call ghost affiliates. They never show their face, they only use AI. And we teach you exactly how to do it. We teach you how to become a ghost affiliate and a ghost creator using AI so that you can start generating millions of dollars in GMV and receive sometimes upwards of a 60% commission. That means you're making more than me, because I know the type of power that you have. I understand that, and I'm not ashamed to say it. I'm not ashamed to say that a lot of the times you guys have more power than me, but I have to unlock that. I have to teach you how to do it. So allow me to teach you exactly how you can start making $20,000-$30,000 in literally under 30 days by becoming a high ticket ghost creator in my free live training. If you're interested, I'm gonna leave the link down below here, and I'll see you in the room. Much love, and I'll see you at the top.